EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started.
And we are underway from the Superdome. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Carr going to throw right away.
Complete to open things up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Inside handoff now, Miller. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So still a scoreless game in the 1st, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Carr to throw on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 18. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Carr going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A.T. Perry, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the 1st quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis.
Some strong running at the 20.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 24.
Palmer going to go in motion left.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second down and 6 now.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down. Here's Herbert.
Open man, it's Palmer.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. From the 50, here's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 50 yards.
And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get up.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Look at the big fella go.
Touchdown.
Juwan Johnson
Taking it in. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big one, that was a statement long touchdown.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. In motion right comes Allen. They started on the ground with Eckler.
Up to the 20.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Tries the left side and finds Olave.
Touchdown, Saints. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit. They'll turn to Kamara.
And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football, you often find good running lanes.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, LA.
Mike Williams.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that trims the lead down to 9.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On 1st down, Carr.
It's Graham again with a catch, just like the last play.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, here's Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Again, it's Carr.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. Here's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now Carr. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To throw his Carr.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw, it's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Offensively, pretty good execution. Long drive, chews up the remainder of the first half clock, and they finish it off for 3 points.
And what's the best byproduct of the whole thing besides the fact that they got points on the board? They didn't leave the other team any time to mount a drive themselves.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Here's Darius Davis on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the break for Herbert. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo down the left sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That's one thing to get the interception. It was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A three-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say?
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, 82 yards. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And Graham's got it, complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. After the penalty, it's Miller. To about the 23.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now Carr. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness, there was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Carr now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. That one goes for 30 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And Graham on the ground. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now this time, Carl throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr.
And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat the 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it and let your linemen surge and fire out.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Chargers.
Quentin Johnston, 39 yards. And the Chargers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Flush to his right. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Carr.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown.
Chris Olave.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the two-point attempt is turned aside. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. His throw incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them hovering up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it inside the 20. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the foot.